Alright, so obviously I have a spoon here today because I ate the shit out of those Invincible episodes. Oh my gosh, episode 4 of Invincible. And they getting busy. Oh man. I mean, I'm talking about Mark and Eve here, and I mean, my heart, bro. I mean, that is my Valentine's Day, man. That shit hit different, you know. I love to see it. I love to see them happy, you know. They made me like have some hope, bro. It's Valentine's Day tomorrow. It's just making me sad as fuck. But I ain't throwing through all that. We gotta be focused on Invincible. And for my sake, episode 4 was pretty good. I thought it was great. We had King Immortal, we had the Adam, Eve, and Mark storyline, and we had the Prison Break. And I feel like those are all really great storylines that they had to really try balance. They're all really meaningful for the story, especially with the future of drag. But I've read the comics. Oh my god, I've read the comics. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I know the comics are great, and you know they're probably gonna do the comics. I mean, it's cool to see this context with this episode here, and it really changes things up, and it just makes you really excited for other people to see the end of the show too. Because I mean, I don't know if they'll change things up around the end, but if they do, I mean, it's still pretty interesting to really explore that. And the way how they really did that for this entire show, and it's kind of like funny how this is really a remaster of the Invincible comics, and it's really interesting. I really like that a ton. We can start off with the Adam Eve stuff. I just want an Adam Eve in my life. She gives me hope. Yeah, you know, it's just great. She's great. Mark and her are great, and yeah, we didn't have any Debbie. We didn't have any Oliver in this episode, so it was just those two, and I like that a ton. You know, we need to get a focus on them for a sec. You know, we need that. I need that for God's sakes. And then we have King Immortal and the morality of killing someone who wants to die, which is like, especially for Mark, this is actually a great lesson for him, because like, if killing helps the greater good, then what will that make him? You know, I mean, I think it's a very interesting concept for what they're exploring this season, is the morality of killing. The season 2 explored Mark trying to grapple with the fact that he doesn't want to be his father, but in season 3 he's trying to grapple with the fact that he might need to be kind of like his father, where he needs to execute, not in the way where Nolan executed until we see much later in this episode, but the way how he needs to execute. He needs to be the best Invincible for this world, not just the best Omni-Man, not be the best Village Man. He needs to be the best Invincible, the best Mark. And I feel like this could be a very great exploration for that. And he's technically killed already, you know, but he doesn't like that fact. He doesn't like that feeling. And man, oh man, this motherfucker, like, all your baddies are gone, bro. Oh my god, he's losing all his baddies. Not because they've broken up with him, it's because they keep dying on his same level. That's why, you know, Immortal need an Adam Eve in his life too. Not Adam Eve with, don't take away Adam Eve from Mark. Just no, don't do that. I just, you know, I thought it was really fun. It'd be fun. Duplicate is probably the best option, but you don't remember her. You know, he'd be like 1 hoe, 2 hoe, 3 go, and they gone. So yeah, it's just poor Immortal. What to do, right? And let's see here. Oh yeah, Alan, Battle Beast, and Omni-Man. Oh god, that's just gonna be whoa. I really like the sound of it. I mean, of course the visuals aren't gonna be as spectacular as the comics. I mean, nothing really is. But you know, I just like seeing that shit go crazy. You know, they went ham on there, bro, and I'm like, oh god, this is awesome. This is awesome. The bow fist, that was the craziest bow fist I've ever seen. Well, bang, you know what I'm saying? It was great. The Battle Beast stuff kind of meandered here and there, but you know, it is what it is. I mean, Battle Beast just really loved it. He really loved the fight. He really loved the hunt. I mean, he really does it for the love of the game, and I can't fault him for that. Yeah, so I think it's really cool on that part. Yeah, really ate the shit out of these episodes. Fantastic. Can't wait for more, because so far season 3 is shaping up to be the best season, especially because it's really making Mark a really compelling character. You know, I feel like season 1, it kind of like, it was really like the intrigue came from Omni-Man's mystery, right? Season 2 was kind of meandering a bit and trying to transition out of the Omni-Man era and into focusing Invincible and focusing on his character more. But then, you know, it wasn't as, you know, it didn't hit as strongly because, you know, I don't think that threat of Angstrom was as strong as they thought it wanted to be, right? I don't know if that makes sense or not. But season 3, I feel like there's a lot more focus on Mark and focus on his morality. And I feel like that's great. You know, I don't think you don't need to have an overarching villain. Even though we know, spoiler alert, the overarching villain is going to be Angstrom Levy again. But in this case, I think it's just focusing on Mark's internal compass and focusing on his morality a lot more. And it doesn't have to be having a main villain in front of him. It just has to have a bunch of the world changing, and does he have to change with it, you know? And I feel like that's a very interesting problem to have, and a very interesting thing to explore for the story in season 3. And I feel like I really like that, you know? I think that's why season 3 so far is shaping up to be my favorite season. So yeah, all banger so far. Love to see it. And man, oh man, that was my Valentine's Day. Fuck real Valentine's Day, that commercialized piece of shit.